What's up, everybody? It's your girl, MJ. It's MJ. I pray that you all are doing well. I am doing extraordinary. So, I have been wanting to do this when it first came out. I wanted to talk about my take on Gerald and the Dolphins. First and foremost, my heart goes out to Gerald and his family for having to be in that situation like that, because coming from where I come from, like ingesting black mold, it was extremely detrimental to me. He's dehydrated. Dehydration causes a person to be in an altered state of consciousness, right? Now, I know that a lot of people are on social media saying their take on it, and they were laughing at Gerald and his experiences, but I don't think it's funny, especially coming from where I came from, like my experiences with the black mold. When you're in an altered state of consciousness, it brings experiences to you, and those experiences are extremely real. So whatever he was going through, those things can be extremely traumatizing as well. Everything that he went through, you start hallucinating. So if you start hallucinating, that means that you are in an altered state of consciousness, right? So if you're in an altered state of consciousness, then you have a spiritual experience. And just like I had all my experiences that I had to deal with, I am certain Gerald had his experiences that he had to deal with, right? And he shared a lot of information with everyone. They got his story on what happened to him, and everybody just started poking fun. And I think it's important for Gerald to, if he hasn't already done it, to start piecing his experiences with the Dolphins together and how it applies to his own life in the waking life. And I don't know how he's doing now, but it would be so helpful to have someone talk to Gerald and just get an update to see how he's doing now. Because I saw not too long ago, and I reposted it on my page, how there was a person in a medical field that gave some information about marijuana, how some people can use marijuana and they don't come back the same after they use it. The same thing I feel he was saying was the same thing that I was saying regarding black mold. When that happened, I didn't come back the same. I had to find an anchor. With Gerald, they know that it was the dehydration that was causing the altered state of consciousness for him to hallucinate. So with me, I had to discover that it was black mold. And even when you have the knowledge of that, you still have to have an anchor. All the experiences that happen, when they're happening in an altered state of consciousness, they are happening. They are extremely real, causing the person to be traumatized, right? So even though he may be fully aware in awakened life, he still has experiences that he's going to have to cope with and rationalize within his mind to be able to have a clear understanding of this is the waking life and this is an altered state of consciousness. You know, if it creeps up on a person, it can be extremely detrimental. That's why my heart goes out to Gerald regarding that, and I just pray that he is doing well. And I pray that he just figures everything out and what it means for him. I think that to be around any animal in an altered state of consciousness, being around dolphins, intelligent animals, I can only imagine like having that experience. It's going to bring in more heightened awareness, right? And what they learned from Gerald, what he learned from them, I believe is extremely important to both the animals and to Gerald, because it may not come overnight. It may not happen within 2 to 3 months, but whatever is going to happen for Gerald, if he can piece the puzzle together, it's going to be extremely rewarding and powerful for the reasons that we're not supposed to be around the Dolphins, right? He had that experience. So whatever he learned, if he can piece those things and apply it, he has a degree. So if he can apply that to whatever he needs to apply that to, I feel like it's going to be amazing, extraordinary, if he can use that experience and help the world become a better place. And that is my take on it. I love you all. Ashe.